There we go. All right, like I said, it's early, so we'll wait for others to come in. There are 23 people in here. We'll see if all 23 show up, or maybe somebody just forgets. But in the meantime, we're just chilling until we get enough people here to start. Let me see if I can share my screen. I'll just keep it on our Canvas page, which I'll put. Oop, there we go. I think that's what we're looking at. Stop it, computer.
Sir, what you put in the chat, is that what we're looking at right now?
That's what you, no. This is what I just shared with the screen is our actual Canvas page.
Oh.
But what I put in the chat for you to download is what we'll look at later with whatever time's left over.
Gotcha.
So like I said, if you, go
again,
ahead.
Sorry if that sounds confusing, but what you sent, is that already in Canvas for us to look at?
It is. It's okay, actually
cool.
on this page that you're looking at right now. You see there's a download link right here.
Yes, sir.
Day one, so you can download it there too. So you're gonna be able to find everything on Canvas this semester. You should be able to. If not, then you can email me and let me know. But let me see. Okay, Zoom, join that. Just need to make sure we're looking at the right stuff. Oh, what is this meeting's name? Let's see. Participants. Invite. 910 0280 7986. Got it. There we go. Put that up. Ooh, nice. And then go put chat up. I finally got another monitor, so I have dual monitors. Finally. But now I'm just like looking back and forth. Chat, put it there. Come on. There we go. Okay, cool. So we got enough people in to get started. Like I said, we're gonna go over everything today about our Canvas page, everything, all that lovely stuff. So, okay, hopefully y'all had a wonderful winter break. Hopefully it was nice and relaxing. And welcome back to school. Can everybody hear me? Great. Everybody see my shared screen? You could just put a thumbs up if you want or say yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. And this is being recorded. This is kind of like orientation today. So in case you miss out on something or somebody didn't come today, you can come back and reference this video. I'll put it up on YouTube or something. Okay, so this is our Canvas page. This is Math 1324 Business Math, and it is the co-rec Business Math. And what that means being co-rec is that this class will be college level and we'll have some developmental lessons involved as well, since you guys get to skip the Math 0320 because you're business majors and business majors don't need 0320. If you took 0320, great. If not, then you'll see a bunch of new stuff this semester. I'm assuming most of you took 0410 last semester. Is that true? Maybe,
No.
maybe not. No.
Not sure,
And
to be
if
honest.
and if not, it's all good. It's all good. Okay. So, oh yeah, I am Robert. I am your instructor for this lovely remote semester again. Hopefully one day we can come back to campus, but I don't see that happening anytime soon. This class, I think, was supposed to be hybrid where we met like once or twice on campus, but once again, I don't think that's going to happen at all this semester unless the numbers go down, but we shall see. If not, just hold on for a whole nother remote semester. Okay. Again, I'm Robert. You can call me Robert, or you can call me Mr. C, whichever you like or prefer. And let's get started on our Canvas page. We're going to go over everything. Okay. So this is our home page. This is our Canvas page. This is our Canvas page is where you will find everything. So on the front page has the textbook and homework info. So you do not need to buy a textbook. You do not even need to buy a Mymathlab access code. All of that was included in your tuition. Sneaky, sneaky, I know. But Mymathlab, you can definitely access the ebook if you need to. So for this class, you will be using Mymathlab for your homework and for your exams. So I'll go over how to get signed up for that. Let's just get through this page by page. So that's the textbook and homework info. To get started, so in case you guys check this page out already, read the syllabus, go through the modules, go to discussions, check announcements, all that lovely stuff. So let's go up here. If you go to announcements, this is where you can find anything that I post for the day, any type of special message I may have for you. You can get it in announcements. If you have Canvas on your phone, then you might see your phone blowing up a lot this semester because I send announcements, emails, discussions. If you do not have Canvas on your phone, I would definitely recommend it because it's a lot faster than having to upload your computer, get into ACES, check your emails in case I send a notification. So having Canvas on your phone is pretty ideal. And it's also cool because if you use the Canvas app, it does have a built-in scanner for when you upload your homeworks and assignments. Okay. Next would be discussions button. Like I said, if you guys got my messages last week, you guys have checked it out already. Here's what I want you guys to fill out. It's the introductory icebreaker discussion. All I want you to do is just introduce yourself, upload a picture if you'd like, just so I know that I am not teaching robots. Okay. Let me put a face to the name. Be great. So this left side menu you see here is how you navigate our Canvas page. So you have the home page, announcements, discussions, and then Zoom. If you click on Zoom, I assume you all did that. This is why you're here. If you click on this, this has the Zoom links for all our scheduled classes every Tuesday, Thursday until the semester is over. Okay, so this is how you'll always access our Canvas page. Next is modules. This is where you will be living. This is where this class actually lives. So once again, I sent out an email, discussions, everything last week about how to get started in the course, how to familiarize yourself with Canvas and our course. So there's this thing called course orientation, has the welcome page, it has an overview, so everything you need to know about 1324, about this class. Okay, overview, introduction, again, description, learning objectives, how to succeed. I mean, I want you guys to read all through this. Minimum technology needed. I know you're at home. But the two calculators below are pretty ideal to be pretty successful in this course. The bottom left calculator you see there is the TI-84, and the bottom right one is the TI-30. So if you don't have those, I definitely recommend getting those. Those will actually help you become, like I said, really, really successful in this course. They do everything you need for this course. So I have the blue TI-30 right here. I think it's like 20 bucks or less at Walmart or on Amazon. There's also a chromed out edition of this one, which is probably a little more beneficial to get. I think it's called a TI-36. I could probably send a link to it later. I'm going to type it in the chat so I don't forget. TI-36XS, I think. And it's a chromed out edition. And that one, I think you'll spend probably $5 more, and it does calculus for you. And it's great because you guys will go to Business Cal after this course, and that calculator will be also a lot of very beneficial to you. So if you find the chromed out edition of this one, get it. Also, if you don't have the money to buy a calculator, that's okay as well. There is a lovely website called Desmos that I'll probably use. So let me just show you on this tab. It's called Desmos, and it's a free graphing calculator, and it works just fine, and I will allow you to use it on exams. So you can do anything you want in here. I can type in an equation, y equals x plus 1. It'll graph it. It'll graph anything for you, and it'll even give you coordinates if you click on the actual line. It's pretty awesome. If I go back, there's actually a couple of other calculators you can use on here. I think, where is it? Math tools. Yes, graphing calculator. If you just want a basic scientific calculator, you can click on that. It gives you a scientific calculator. And what's also very helpful is we will be doing matrices in this class, and it has a matrix calculator. That's awesome. It'll do matrices for you as well. So when we get there, but again, you don't have to go and buy these calculators if you don't want to. You can go to desmos.com, and it's a free calculator. And I believe it does calculus as well. Let me see. If I pull this up, functions, let me see. Miscellaneous. Yes, it'll do calculus for us. Cool. Okay, so that's one way to save you money. Desmos, I'll let you use it in the class. It's a free, awesome graphing calculator. Okay. All right, so that is, let me see, I'll go back to our modules. So this is the course orientation. Go through it, familiar yourself with Canvas, I can't even say it. Familiarize yourself with our Canvas page, codes of conduct, all that lovely stuff. So get through that, and there's an orientation quiz just to make sure you understand everything. There's even a page for you to practice, I think, uploading and submitting documents. Yes, because that's going to be important in here. So it's on the did you update your notification preferences? This will walk you through how to actually upload a document into Canvas. Okay, so for you, go to the course orientation. It just helps you out with understanding the ins and outs of Canvas. Before I go further, are there any questions in case I'm going way too fast?
I was just kind of curious. A TI-83 is just as good as
that's
an
perfect.
84, right?
Oh yeah, it's good as an 84
for this class.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
good to go. Yeah, any graphing calculator, TI-83 and above, you will be perfectly fine. You might have to. Oh no, you'll be fine in this class. I think if you get to Business Cal, I think the inputs are a little outdated, but you can still do it. Yeah, or you can use Desmos, like I showed.
Okay, good to know.
Be good. Yeah. What else? What else? Everybody good? Okay. Well, let's keep moving. So course orientation, get through that if you haven't. At the very end is the icebreaker, which you're able to find in discussions. So after you take the quiz, go to the icebreakers, introduce yourself. And if you see anybody who has the same hobby as you, go ahead and respond to them as well. I'll probably read through them, but I'm not going to respond to every single one. That takes hours. So I'll just read through yours and probably just send a big message and like, oh, it was great to read all about you guys. Lovely to have you here. You're not robots. Perfect. Okay. Okay. So Next is probably the most important module. This is the welcome module. This tells you about how our class will run. So again, welcome to business math. I keep saying it so you know you're in the right course. And the below is just a list of what's going to be on this menu. So if you click next, that will take you to our syllabus, which we can go over, skim over if we need to. So this is our syllabus if you haven't checked it out already, because there is a syllabus quiz. So it's definitely you want to read it over, but I'll just touch on some important points. Our class is 3 to 4:41, Tuesdays and Thursdays, held on Zoom until who knows when, or like I said, when zombie season is over. Next, there's me, the instructor, Robert. Here's my email. I'm very big on contacts. So let's say everything's crazy right now. So let's say you have to go to the hospital. Let's say you have to go to work. Let's say just life happens right now. Email me, say, hey, I missed a lecture, or hey, I need to know what's going on. I can send you notes, whatever you need for that day. So just email me, keep in contact, let me know what's going on. Okay. And then here is the Zoom link for my personal Zoom meetings. Basically, this is where office hours will be held. I guess I should move that somewhere else. I don't know why that says website. Didn't say that before. Okay, so office hours, as you see below, will be Monday through Thursday from 1 to 3. So right before this class on Tuesdays and Thursdays. In order to get there, all you have to do is click on this link. I will post it again in the announcements for you, just so you have access to it. But you can find me in there from 1 to 3. If I'm not in there, just send me an email, say, hey, I need some tutoring help, or I just need help in general, and I can jump on. I mean, I'm at home, so I'm not really anywhere. And then Fridays, 10 to 1, again, just jump in there. All right. Here's the book. Again, you don't need to buy the textbook. It comes with the class because you already paid for it in your tuition, which we will go over how to sign up and access all of that real soon. Okay, there's description.
I have a question about the book.
Go ahead.
So I prefer to have the book just because that's just my learning. But
Okay.
If I were to like rent the book, do you know anything about that?
Renting, I think you could do it on Amazon if you really, really want a hard copy of the book.
Am I able to print stuff from this like online book?
I do not believe so, but we can try, because I think only the instructor might be able to print, but we can definitely look into that once we dive into the Mymathlab information.
Cool.
But
okay.
yeah.
All right, great. Thanks.
We'll get there.
That.
Yeah. So bring it up again in case I forget about it. But yeah.
Oh, I will. I bring up all sorts of things.
Good.
I ask
Good.
lots of questions.
Very good. That's what I'm here for. All right. Again, there's a description of the course. It's business math, so we're going to learn a lot of math with business attached to it. Okay. Again, you guys should just read over these because there is a syllabus quiz on it. So just learn about the class, what we're going to go over, the grading breakdown. Attendance is 5%. Since this is a co-rec course, you do have to rack up 800 minutes of tutoring lab. So you must attend the tutoring lab. I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to, but it is 5% of your grade. So I'll probably be updating the minutes probably around the midterm, around our second exam. So if you want that 5%, go for it. If you're like, I don't need tutoring, that's totally up to you. But remember, it is 5% of your grade. So I would definitely use the tutoring labs. They're a lot of help. Sometimes the students get confused, but that's when you can come to me for tutoring and we can figure out where the disconnect is. So go ahead.
The math lab, I assume that it's not just physical on campus. You can find that on Zoom somewhere, right?
Exactly. It'll be on Zoom. And again, all of that is on our welcome module. So I'm going to touch all those topics today. So especially the topic of when I sent out that other email of, do you want to be live? Do you want to come to class and have live lecture, or are you better off learning on your own in an online format? So we'll get there in a second too. So I'll touch all that, which can fall under attendance. So let me touch on that just for a minute. So if you decide that, I'm better off learning online by my own, I have all the videos recorded for this class already. So all you have to do is watch them and stay on task. The only thing I ask is that you just log into Zoom every day and just say here for attendance. If you have a question, then you are more than welcome to come, say here for attendance and say, hey, I have a question over this section, over this homework, and I would be more than willing to help you. But once again, that's how attendance is going to work. I have to take attendance. It's state law, and you guys had to come for attendance. But again,
just
I'll
to
touch more on that
clarify-
later. Go ahead.
Okay. Just to clarify though, like when you say like to log in for attendance, you just want us to like log into Zoom and like just say hi?
Just
or,
say
like,
hi.
something in
That's
the
it.
chat?
Because right when you log in, Zoom already
Mhm.
counts you on the roster.
Oh, okay. I wish I
Yeah.
had known that last semester. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Thank
Yeah.
you.
So that's as simple as it can be. You can get on your phone, you can log in and be like, here, and then just exit right out and go back to bed or watching your show, whatever you were doing.
I have a question about the tutoring of what we were talking about earlier.
Mhm.
So will the tutoring, the tutoring lab minutes, will that count if we're in a tutoring session with you and with the tutoring session online?
Why not? I can do that for you.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, just if you do come to tutoring, just remind me, be like, hey, I was here for this many minutes, and I'll be like, okay, I can add them on. Because we get an email every week from the tutoring lab saying this student has been in here for this amount of minutes. But I mean, if you come visit me, sure, I can add more minutes on top of what you have already. So that works too. More incentive to come visit me because nobody ever comes to visit me. All right. Again, this is the grading breakdown. Homework's 10%. Quizzes, 5%. I hardly ever give out a quiz though. Your quiz is your test reviews. And that's not even that crazy. It's not even a pop quiz. Exams are 50, finals 25%. Once again, going over tutoring, 800 minutes you need for that 5% of your grade. Homework will be on Mymathlab. So every time I assign homework, so let's say that on Thursday, we cover section 1.1. This means from that day that we cover that lecture, you have a week to complete the homework, 7 days. So this means that if we did a lecture this Thursday, that homework assignment would be due next Thursday. So I'm giving you a lot of time to complete your homework. That's too much time, right? But you get about a week until it gets up to test day. So you'll see that the dates are a little condensed. So let's say that you had a lesson Thursday, but the test was on Tuesday. That means that homework would be due on that Monday. But you will see that reflected in all the dates. Okay. And if you are going to turn in late homework, there is a 10% penalty every day for late homework. Right there. So if you miss the 7 days, you still have some time to make it up, but you will be knocked 10% every day for your homework. And as well, to get a grade for anything you do on Mymathlab, homework, exams, quizzes, you must always upload your shown work. Students must submit their shown homework in Canvas. Your work shown must support your answers on Mymathlab. If no work shown is uploaded, then students will receive a 0 for the assignment. So you can complete the homework on Mymathlab, but if you do not upload anything to prove your work, any of your shown work, then you will have a 0 until you give me that shown work. And the same goes for the tests. Exams, I'm a little more strict. Right when you submit your exam in Mymathlab, right after you should be submitting your shown work. If you don't do it, then you have a 0 for that exam. All your work must be backed up. All of it. Any questions on that?
How many exams do we have throughout the semester?
I think we'll have 4.
Oh,
Yeah. I think that includes the final. Yeah, right here. 4 exams, including the final. Yeah, we'll have 4. So every time you submit something in Mymathlab, you immediately go to Canvas and you upload your shown work in Canvas. Once again, we'll touch on that in a second. But this is all about the syllabus. Like I said, touching on things I feel important. Second, don't cheat. It's not worth it. And I know when somebody cheats. You guys use stuff that I don't teach, and I'm like, hey, where'd you learn that from? And you're like, yeah. I know it. Trust me. I know how to spot it. So just don't cheat. It's not worth it. Okay. Let's see. Tutoring. I'll show you those links, where to find it. Attendance. Yes, you must be here for attendance. Attendance is also part of your grade. So if you happen to just stop showing up, I'll send you an email, say, hey, do you wish to drop the course or anything like that? So just keep in contact me if whatever happens. Let's see. And that is great. Okay. So again, you guys can read through it, but I just wanted to touch on some other things like the breakdown, the 10% penalty on late homeworks. And that's the gist of our syllabus. Any questions on that?
No, sir.
Did you go
Okay.
over anything about extra credit?
Extra credit.
What?
Oh
Come on.
my. This is how much extra credit I give this semester, right? Well, I consider it extra credit.
Okay.
Your exams,
Uh-huh.
I give you the whole day to take your exam, and you don't even have to come to class. That's called extra credit.
Okay. I can take that.
You
All
get
right.
to use your notes. You can even use your homework. Just do not use each other and don't cheat on the exam. You get the whole day to do an exam.
I'm very excited for the semester, sir.
Everybody's happy now, right?
Yeah. I took a class like this last semester, or not last semester, but last spring, and it was all right, but I didn't think I was gonna have to do it again. So
Oh man, yeah, I know the remote. It's tough. That's why I'm giving an option this semester, because last semester with the student surveys and everything, everybody was like, like I said, more than half of the people were like, I just wish I could have taken it online. Like, it just would have been better, because they're like, I hate going to remote classes. And I was like, okay, good to know. That's why I'll give an option this semester. That's all I ask is, if you want to learn online, just check in with me on Zoom, like, hi, I'm here, and then leave immediately. Right when you say hi, Zoom, or right even when you log in, Zoom has you and you're on my roster.
okay, you don't have like the waiting room where you're gonna like
No. I only have a waiting room for my office hours.
room. Okay. And just sorry, another question.
No, keep asking.
You were mentioning something, I kind of caught it late, but about the, I guess, in-person lectures. Are these like legit in-person, like we go to the campus? Or
No. They're going to be on Zoom. That's what I mean by live lecture.
Zoom?
It'll be
Okay.
on Zoom. So,
But if you have questions, you can ask them, and you're going to be like legit doing all the things,
exactly.
like writing it out and all that fun stuff.
Exactly. Yeah. I use Microsoft OneNote, or I can use the whiteboard on Zoom, but I will write everything down. You'll see it. I'll even record the new lectures. Like I said, for this class, since I've taught it remotely, I think 1.5 times now, every single lecture for this course has been recorded already and is in the modules. So
Okay.
if you did happen to miss a day, you can look at the old lecture that I have recorded, or you can look at the new lecture for whoever stays around for live lecture. Because I know students love learning live, like with the teacher there, and I know other students like, I'll just watch this video and learn it this way.
Yeah, see, I can't do that. I prefer like a live thing. So do I need to just like go back to that email that you sent us or whatever?
Oh, no. You're fine. Like I said, I just sent out that poll, like, all right, who wants to do it? I just want to be like, okay. Like I said, if 20 people, because there's 23 people in here, if 20 people said, hey, I want to take this online, and 3 people said I want live lecture, well, I'm gonna live lecture for those 3 people.
Okay, so the live lectures will be just like the regular days of our class then.
Exactly. It would
Gotcha.
be like if you were driving to campus.
And can I
But you're
ask what that additional like, because it was like 3 to 416 and then 416 to 441.
hmm
What is all that? Like,
So that's
is it
part of
lab
the.
or like?
It's called a lab. That's the why this class is called CoRec 1324.
Okay.
Because if you took regular 1324, just regular 1324, it would only be an hour and 15 minutes. But since this is CoRec, it's the reason it's CoRec is because we've taken a developmental course and infused it with a college level course. And therefore that lab has to add on that extra, 30, 40 minutes. So,
Okay. And that lab, is that like an actual, like something separate from the class that we're going to be doing?
no. So basically, all that says is class is now an hour and 40 minutes long instead of an hour and 15.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, yeah.
All
Which
right.
means we have a lot of time. I have a lot of time for moving things around. Like I said, for live lecture, I'm probably not going to spend the hour and 40. I'll probably spend at most maybe 30 minutes to an hour live lecture. And then I can have the floor open for questions, going over my math lab, because my math lab is, it's not nice sometimes.
Okay. And so I think I caught earlier that you were mentioning like how we have to show our work and whatnot, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But when we show our work, you're wanting us to show work based on the way that you have shown it to us. Like we can't, if there's other ways that we figure out the answer that gets the same answer, it's just work differently. Are you going to be okay with that or no?
I'm totally fine with that. Like I said, you don't have to you can find another method to solve something. That's what's great about math, right? But I'm just saying if like somebody went to like Photomath or Mathway or whatever those math websites are and type in the answer, I know the format of those answers. It's way too proper. It's like you're and I'm like, that's not gonna fly with me.
Yeah, I learned new stuff from my 6th grader. So she does the same math as this apparently.
Yeah.
So,
okay. Perfect.
She teaches me a lot of stuff, but I prefer to stick to my old stuff. But if I need to do it by the way that you teach it or whatever.
No. Like I said, if you find another method that works, because like I said, everybody learns differently. Just if something stands out that doesn't look right to me, I'm definitely gonna call you on it and be like, hey, how did you get that? Like, for an example, in the college algebra course I teach, we factor like 10-term polynomials, and there's really only one way to do it. Well, on a test, 2 students, they're like, well, we're going to take these 10 terms and split it into 20 terms and factor it this way. I'm like, no.
That isn't even. Oh, okay. I gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm like,
I think that's like my list of questions that I have.
Okay. All right.
Hopefully I helped anybody else had some other questions.
No, for sure. Like I said, just ask away. We still have an hour and 10 minutes left. Don't worry.
I did have a question, as strange as this sounds, because of since the time that I've been in college, which is about 1.5 years already, I've been taking math courses, and I've always done a math with the CoRec. Do we have to do CoRec classes?
The reason you're probably in CoRec is, again, and like not to call anybody out, but it's probably because of the math level and college entrance scores, right?
Okay.
So if you took 0410 before this, then yes, you must be in CoRec. But if you tested great, then you should be in regular 1324. So these are reasons why students are in CoRec, is because they took 0410 or their test entry scores weren't that great.
Gotcha.
Or option 3 is all the regular 1324s were filled, so now you're stuck in this CoRec.
Gotcha. Thank you so much for
So
clearing
those
that
are all
up.
the options. And just a little bit of information about CoRec. It's all because of the state of Texas. So the people in the Texas Capitol believe that developmental classes shouldn't exist anymore. So 0410, 0320, any developmental math course, I think is going to disappear by fall. So this means that now any student who goes to college gets immediately dumped into a college level course, prepared or not.
So you're saying they got to save some money?
They are trying to save people money, but it doesn't make sense.
No,
Because
I understand. It's just
yeah,
annoying that we have to pay for these classes that we don't
and
pretend
I know
for.
it's like, hey,
You
you
know?
tested bad, but it's better. It's kind of better than being thrown into the fire and you're like, I don't
Yeah,
know any of this, and by then it's too late.
right. That makes sense.
Yeah, but yeah, so that's what's going on. That's why we have CoRecs, guys, because developmentals will disappear really soon. Okay, so moving on. That was the syllabus. We're still in the welcome module. So like I said, once you click on next, it opens in a new window. And then after you click next again, you'll be at our syllabus quiz, which just asks you some questions about the syllabus, makes you understand it. Once you finish that, you'll click next. Move menu. Where are you going? There we go. And then here is the page where it has this lovely video that I did not make of how to register for Mymathlab. So all you guys have to do in Student View is go to the My Lab and Mastering button and enter this code right here. So if you haven't done it, I'd say let's do it now. I can give you 5 to 10 minutes to sign up. I can even show you how because I think I have Student View. So all I'm going to do is
Is
go ahead.
very, very outdated. That video is so outdated.
Oh, I know. I was like,
I
I hope
couldn't
they didn't.
figure it out that way. It was just so much easier to just highlight that and go directly into it and do
Gotcha.
it.
Okay. So like I said, we'll do this. I'll highlight this. I'll copy this. And then I have to, in order for me to do it, I'm going to go to Student View. Where are you? It's usually here. Oh, there it is now. Okay. So this is what you guys are looking at. This is all you guys get to see on our Canvas page. Announcements, discussions, Zooms, modules. So if you need to sign up for Mymathlab, you'll go to My Lab and Mastering. You'll do Open My Lab and Mastering. Let's see if mine actually works. It probably won't though. Let me see. Okay, good. You click on that and then you'll read through that if you want. You give up your first child for math, so it's good. And then you hit I accept. And then you'll get to this screen. And if you have an account, great. Sign in with it. If you don't, you'll do create a new account. Type in your email address, whatever username, password. After you get all that and hit create account, I'm assuming it's going to take you to put in the access code. Is that correct? If anybody's done it.
Yes, sir. That is.
Okay. So I'll run it back real fast again. So for those students who want to sign up, again, in the modules, under registering for Mymathlab through Canvas, just copy and paste this. Go to My Lab and Mastering. Open My Lab and Mastering. And then go ahead and create an account, or if you have one, sign in, create it. It'll, after you create, it's going to ask you for the access code. Copy and paste the access code in there, and you are signed up. And that should be as easy as that, I hope. So like I said, if you haven't signed up, I'll give you guys about 5 to 10 minutes to do that right now. In the meantime, I can answer any other questions you may have.
The only question I have, because I've done enough remote learning to drive me crazy, so I think I have this on lock. The only question I have is, where can we find the Zoom link for the Math Lab? Is that on the welcome page?
Very good. Yes, good question. So on the welcome module, it is right here, Spring 2021 tutoring schedule and Zoom links. If you click on that, I guess we'll go into that. Why not? click on that, and here are the Zoom links. So the first Zoom link for the Math Advocacy Center, this is for one-on-one tutoring only. And I believe you only get 5 30-minute sessions. The one you can use that one if you really need to, but the other one that we recommend you use is the Math Cooperative Learning link. So this would be like you went to campus and you sat in our humongous tutoring lab area, and a tutor would walk around and be like, hey, do you have a question? Or you would raise your hand if you had a question. So this would be the perfect place for you to sit in, rack up minutes, and do your homework. It's all you have to do. So that is the best one. So if you did have a question, you can type it in the chat and be like, hey, I have a question, and a tutor would go to a separate breakout room with you, I believe. But that is the best one.
How do we see, if we want to figure out how many hours we spent in there, do we contact you or the people inside the room?
You can, so if it's during the week, like if you have just if it's during the week, log in there and be like, hey, I want to know how many minutes I have. They can do that. Because I won't know how many minutes you have until every Monday. They send me an update every Monday. But let's say you wanted to figure out on Friday.
The 5% of our.
Go ahead. What was that, Charles?
The 5% of our grade. The 5% of our grade that you do, is it a percentage or is it all or nothing of the 800 minutes?
It's a percentage. So let's say you only did 400. I would type in, you would get 50% of that, right? So 400 out of 800 minutes. So there you go.
Cool.
Yeah. So those are the links to the tutoring lab. Once again, the advocacy is one-on-one, 30-minute sessions. The cooperative learning is the big, like, just imagine you stand in a big room, you're there, you're working on your homework, and if you get stuck, you can ask them a question, like, hey, I'm stuck on this, can you help me out? And they'll do that for you.
That's which one?
The cooperative learning one. So this one right here.
Okay, thank you.
That one's most preferred.
So sir, I'm still a little confused about the tutoring. So 800 minutes, and if we it just saying if we don't, is that really going to affect our grade that much? The 5%?
Like I said, it's only 5% of your grade. So let's say you had a 95 in the class and you wanted that extra, then yes, that extra 5% would get you to 100. So, or maybe you had a 65 in the class and you're like, oh no, I need minutes. That extra 5% would get you up to a 70.
Gotcha.
So it's just 5% of your grade. Like I said, some students do it. Some students are like, I don't want to. I know life gets in the way.
If we do a little bit of it, I mean, we're still going to get a couple of points, correct?
Exactly. Like, let's say you did 200 minutes. That's a grade for you. It's better than 0.
Exactly. Thank you so
1
much.
minute is better than 0 minutes, right? All right. Anybody having issues signing up?
No, sir.
Cool. All right, let me get out of student view.
Yeah, I am. It's telling me that it's saying I already have an account and I haven't created one.
Maybe use a different email then, or maybe, I mean, you've never done a Mymathlab account, right?
I haven't.
No, and it's saying you have one under your, which email are you using? The Alamo one?
I'm using my other one, but I think I got it. I think I got it figured out.
Okay, I was gonna say just try a different email if you want.
Where is it that I go to sign up for that? MyLab?
MyLab and Mastering. Again, you're on our Canvas page, right?
Yes.
So on the left-hand menu, you see the MyLab and Mastering button.
Yes, right.
So click on that.
Okay.
And then you'll click on the big yellow button that says Open MyLab and Mastering.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Did you copy the code down?
No. Where was that at?
So
Sorry.
you'll go, so all good. So you go to modules. So click on the modules link. And then if you go to our welcome module, the second module below,
Okay.
there's registering for Mymathlab through Canvas. Click on that, and in the big bold letters, just copy that.
Okay. Yeah, I see that right now.
So copy that, and then go back to My Lab and Mastering, and then do the same process again. Open My Lab and Mastering, accept the terms, and create a new account. And after you create a new account, you can copy and paste that code into the access
Okay.
code. Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Yep. All right. Everybody good? Everybody good? Get signed up, because again, that's where you'll be doing your homework and your exams.
It's telling me that code's not working.
No. Make sure you highlight all of it. And let me double check if I'll even put it in the chat. Let me see if we have the right one. Let's see.
When I did it the other day, I had to put in each individual tiny section at a time. I couldn't just copy and paste the whole thing and drop it.
Copy and paste it and do it?
Yeah, so I had to just break it out and do it slowly.
Okay, so try that as well. Let me put it in the chat wherever it's at. I'm gonna send Greg all the access codes. Let's see. There we go. 1324. And boom. There you go. I put it in the chat as well, in case you need to type it in one by one by one. Yeah, let's knock out any issues we may have at the moment. Okay, oh, and I guess since we're on Mymathlab, let me go there and let's talk about the book, right? If anybody needed it, and in hopes of possibly printing it out. Let me see. There's a student, so I'll go to student view. So student view, e-text. And then go to e-text. And here you have the book, but can you print? Hey, look at that, print page. But I don't know if students can do that.
Okay. It's kind of a
Let's
good
see,
sign.
right? So if we go to print, it'll print that page. Let's see if it'll print another page. I'll just say 1.1. Yeah, I'm assuming it prints it one by one by one.
Oh, lovely, but at
Right.
least hopefully it works. Cool. Thank you. I appreciate you.
You could also do the cheat code of a control print screen and paste it into Microsoft Word.
Okay.
You ever done that before?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. Right? So you can probably control print screen, capture it, paste it in Word, and then keep doing that page by page. That might work too.
Yeah, it might work. My nerves, but yeah, great. Thanks so much. I appreciate it.
For sure. That's if you need the book. Once again, we won't be doing much work out of the book. My notes follow the book along, and basically all you're going to use Mymathlab for is your homework and exams. Okay, but let's see. The only reason to actually go to the actual Mymathlab page is to look at your exam results and I guess homework results, but you can't see exam results in Canvas, but I think you can see homework results in Canvas. So let me see. My course, oh, there's all my courses. Because if I go back to our page, so here's our Canvas page. And let's say, here's review topics. Here's the first homework section you guys have. If you click on homework review material, it has the Mymathlab questions embedded on our Canvas page already. So there's no actual need to go to mymathlab.com unless you really have to. So if you click on these, it immediately, you start your homework here, which is pretty cool. Okay, but again, I'll get more into that. Let's get through the welcome module first, and then I'll show you how this whole page works. So has everybody hopefully successfully registered for Mymathlab? The code.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
It does not work for me. Ooh. Okay,
Yes.
keep trying, Brian, and if not, I can contact the Mymathlab rep after class or during class, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, definitely let me know if it works out. Okay, let's keep moving. So we got through registration. We click next. Now lecture notes and videos. So lecture notes are going to be on every module, and all these lecture notes can be found on my Microsoft Onenote page, which again, we'll get to in a second. But you should be able to download all the blank PDF versions on our Canvas page. All the video lectures are also embedded in our Canvas pages and the modules, but you can also find my video lectures on YouTube. So if we are doing live lecture, I will be writing on my Onenote page. And again, I will show that to you in a moment. Let's just get through this welcome module. So this is just a brief, just some information on how the lecture notes work and where you can find the video lectures. Next. Here is the schedule that we're going to follow this semester. So this has all the dates and topics we are going to cover. So today is the 19th. We're going over introduction, syllabus, and then, like I said, with whatever time's left, you guys can look over the review paper. You guys can start the review topics homework. If you have signed up for Mymathlab already, I can answer any questions with all the time we have left. Like I said, we have a lot of time in this class. So this is the schedule we're going to follow. And if you need to download it, there's that lovely blue link above right here. So if you want to download our schedule and have it, we will follow this pretty true. Okay.
Do you only unlock it like as we go, or are we able to like go ahead?
I was going to talk about that. I have all the assignments unlocked up to exam 1, but I have everybody taking the exam on the 16th. But if you want to get it ahead in these, you definitely can. Let's say you're a go-getter and what's that?
Like I can get ahead in the homework modules, you mean, or like
Exactly. Like
okay.
all these homework modules and sections are open right now.
Oh, okay.
So we could do all ahead of time.
You can do these ahead of time if you want, but I'm thinking I want everybody to take the exam on the first day, but I'll decide that more. Let's say you just get through all of these and you're like, I'm ready for exam 1 and I want to keep going. I might be able to do that for you. Let me think about it though.
I won't try to like jump too far ahead, but if I have some extra time, I'd like to like knock it out if I can.
No, and that's totally fine. I mean, better than getting behind, right?
Yeah, and it's really fresh right now, so like
yeah,
might as well. Thank you.
You're welcome. But yes, once again, all of these sections are open right now. The only thing not open is exam 1, because like I said, I think I'll decide that, but I think I want everybody to take the exam on the same day. So there's that. Okay, so there's the schedule if you want to download it. And then next is the tutoring links again, because every semester I'm like, tutoring links are in the welcome modules. Tutoring links in the welcome modules. I will answer that question every single week because somebody will ask it. But hey, that's what I'm here for. So out of this whole Canvas page, we will be mostly living in the modules. And of course, you'll go to Zoom for the Zoom links. But that is the welcome module. And then after you get the tutoring links, next is what good uploads and bad uploads look like. If you're messy, it's cool, but don't strain my eyes, right? So if you look at this page, this is an example of a good upload. They have 1, 2, 3, everything's nice and spaced out. Everything's nice and neat. The next one, a student does their work on Microsoft OneNote, which is really nice and neat. Everything's spaced out. Everything's how it needs to be. I know not everybody has probably access to OneNote, so you can't make it look like the second one. And then the third one is this sheet. Again, everything's 1, 2, 3, nicely spaced out, nice and neat. So those are examples of what good uploads look like, where it makes my life easy. And the bottom ones are examples of, they're okay, but I don't recommend it. So this student just squished all the problems together on one page. And I'm like, hey, you have a lot of paper, right? You can do at least 3 problems on one page. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5's here, 6 is there. So it's just jumbled everywhere. Like I said, if you're like that, that's okay, but just put yourself in my shoes. I'm the one grading it. Would you want something to be jumbled everywhere to where it's difficult to grade? And hopefully your answer is no.
Sir, so for these, do we submit them to the actual assignment? Because I know some teachers like getting them emailed.
Good question. You will upload them into the assignment, and I will show you how to do all that. Trust me, I told you we're getting through everything today. Here's another example of what I consider a bad upload. Just look at that. It's just messy, right? Look at all that. So it's kind of hard to follow and know what's going on. So don't be messy. And then there's this. Look at that. That just looks like they went to the back of the book and copied all the answers. But it's just messy. If your homework's like that, I'm going to say okay, but not okay. Your exams, though, they need to be very neat, kind of like these 3 examples. If your exams are neat like this, the easier it is for me to grade it. If your exams are messy like this, best believe I will count points off because I'm going to say could not follow your work. Just, yeah, basically points off for messiness. So please try not to be that messy. Okay, but any questions on that? So just look them over. Good uploads, bad uploads. Just don't be messy. Try to be as neat as possible. Okay. And I think that finishes the welcome module. So that's this welcome module contains all the information for our class. It has the schedule for our class, has the tutoring links, syllabus, has the registration code for Mymathlab. The course orientation module just gets you familiar with Canvas, has orientation quiz at the end, has the icebreaker discussion. And then after you finish all that, next comes the actual learning modules. So today we have review topics, Thursday's 1.1, next week's 1.2, 4.1. As you see, these modules follow our calendar. 4.4, 5.1, and 5.2, and then 5.3, review, and test 1. So these modules will follow our schedule exactly. And the way they work, let me jump in. I'll do 1.1. So if you click on it, you'll see a brief description of what I say up here. There is a link to download the blank PDF, and there is a link to my Microsoft OneNote page where the notes will be filled out. So if you click on this, it'll take you to our OneNote page. And once again, to get there, you just go to the modules, click on, I'll be read and back. Go to the modules, click on the section we're learning, go to the lecture, click on that, download the blank PDF, and then go to the OneNote link, and you'll get to my OneNote page, which probably takes a bit to load. And if you see on the left side, you're going to go and pick your class. So our class is business math. You will click on business math. And in the column to the right, you will see all the lectures we are going to cover. And I'm doing 1.1. I'm just using 1.1 as an example. If you click on 1.1, Dun, dun, dun. Loading. You will see that here is the OneNote page for 1.1. The notes are filled out for you to follow along with the video if you are learning online format. As well, at the top, you have another option, two options. You can download the Microsoft Word form or the PDF form. And again, these are just blank forms. You will not have this work filled out for you. But that is how our OneNote page works. Today is review day. So if you go to the co-rec review, here I have the review problems worked out for you to review over. You also have a chance to download the blank PDF or Microsoft Word, and this will go for every single section, 1.2, 4.1, all the way to the end of the semester. So that's how our OneNote page works. And as well, I will probably, in case you're tired of this thing loading and maybe it doesn't work well on your computer or your phone, I will go back to Canvas and I will upload the actual completed copy of those notes for you to reference. And then on this Canvas page in the module, right here, everything is where it needs to be. You do not have to keep jumping from site to site. Once again, you have the download, you have the OneNote link, and right below is the actual lecture video, which all you do have to do is hit play. And that's it. And after you cover the lecture, all you have to do is click the next button, and this should start your homework. And now you have entered your Mymathlab homework. Click on the questions to get started. Once you complete that, I think you hit OK to submit it. After you complete this screen, and once again, once you complete your homework on Mymathlab, you must upload your work immediately. So after you complete it here, you're going to click Next. And right here, it has instructions on how to upload your work. So let me actually go to Student View to make. Oh,
Sir, so
okay.
for the ones before, basically that upload screen before that, we select which problem we want to do and it'll bring it up?
Exactly.
That's, oh, okay. Well.
I mean, you want to start on problem one, but you know, whatever. You want to finish them all, but yes. Okay, so I'm actually in student view right now. So everything's the same. So here's a lecture page, blank notes, OneNote link, lecture video, click next. And since my student view is not signed up for Mymathlab, but you would see the questions here. And after you finish it in Mymathlab and have everything written down on paper, you go next. And on this screen is where you will upload your work. So here's criteria for uploading your work. Make sure the problems in our order. All problems must be shown. Make sure your paper is neat and legible. And again, all necessary work must be shown. And once you have it, you'll click on this big blue button called Submit Assignment, and you can submit your picture or the scanned copy, however you are going to upload your work. And then once you're done with that, you click Next, and the next one starts. So again, you will be living in the modules. There's review, there's 1.1, 1.2. So for those of you who are choosing to learn online and not come to live lecture, this is what you'll be doing. So you'll go through all these sections: review, 1.1, 1.2, 4.1, 4.4, 5.1, 2, 3, and then you'll get to the review. And like I said, for now, I'm planning to have everybody take the test at the same time. But if you are choosing to learn online only, again, everything's here for you. The notes, the videos, the homework, everything's set up. If you are choosing to come to live lecture, then you don't have to watch those videos. Only thing you have to do is go straight to the homework. Go straight to the homework, finish it, and then go straight to uploading it, and that is it. So, any questions on that?
So if we are doing an online, sir, do we necessarily need to come to the live lecture for anything other than attendance?
Nope. If you only come to live lecture for attendance, say hi. And if you have a question, stick around. I can leave the floor right when we start class. I can leave the floor open for questions. And if nobody has questions, I'll move on to live lecture. So for those who choose online learning, just come, say hi, and leave. That's all you have to do. Sounds like a good time, right? What other questions may you have?
Appreciate the.
For sure. Okay. What else? So that was that. That's how it works. Let me see. Nothing else to go over other than I guess, do you guys know how you will be uploading files?
Can you expand on that question?
I guess what apps have you been using to upload documents, if you have been?
I've used Genius app and Adobe Scan. Is that what you mean?
I guess so, yeah. Just whatever apps are people use. I just want to know if you have no idea what apps you use. I guess
I use Cam Scanner, but it puts a watermark in the corner.
Oh,
But I mean, it's a tiny little, like, it doesn't cover much at all.
Yeah.
And my work made me download it, so I was like, all right, I'll just use this for everything.
Okay, there you go.
Adobe Scan one's really easy to use, especially like I like to do my stuff on like notebook paper.
Mm-hmm.
And when you take the pictures of it, like it comes out, it looks a little distorted, but like there's the options on there like where you can fix it, and it makes it look like perfect, where you can just see only what you wrote, like nothing else.
My Cam Scan lets you edit it, and it actually gives you options. Do you want it to look like it's on paper, or do you want it just to auto edit it itself? So sometimes it goes right when it auto edits, but you just kind of turn down the brightness a smidge and it fixes it.
Okay. So Cam Scanner and Adobe Scan, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Adobe Scan. It's like a blue. I have an iPhone, but it's like a blue app.
Okay. Adobe Scan. Go ahead.
And I use Android.
Are we able to just like take a picture of it and like turn it in, or
that works too? It just sometimes the picture may come out.
It doesn't put it in JPEG usually when you do that.
So the picture could come out really small, but I mean, I'll look over them, and if it does, I'll ask you to fix it. One thing to note is that for my iPhone users, if you do not know, the Notes app on your phone has a scanner.
Oh.
Yeah, the Notes app has a scanner on it. So if you go to your Notes app and go to just create a new note, you will see a camera button, and it's going to say, if you click on the camera button, it's going to say scan documents.
Give it all of it. All of it. I want every piece of cheese.
All of it.
I'm telling him I want every piece of cheese off of that.
Nice.
All the queso.
Let me see. Screen mirroring. Where's Zoom? I can't.
So, sir, are you saying that the camera's on the computer or on the phone?
It's on your phone, on your iPhone. I'm trying to share my screen, but I guess it's not doing it on my iPhone. Once again, if you have your iPhone, go to the app that says Notes.
Was a dude, but he gave me a
and then if you go to Notes and create a new note, you'll see a camera button. If you click on that camera button, it should have 3 options: choose photo, take photo, or scan documents. I'm assuming you need the latest updates though, possibly. Oh no, that's
I'm not getting that. I think I'll just stick to my app.
Also, there is a scanner. There is a scanner on the Canvas app as well.
Oh.
So let me see. Actually, I think I know what to do.
Hell, that's helpful. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
I had no
idea.
Oh, there we go. All right, hang on. Let me do this. Screen mirror. Oh, there we go. All right, I'm about to show you guys my phone. We learn something new every day. Zoom. There we go. All right, are you guys seeing my phone?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
So if you go to Notes, if you go to your Notes and you go to create a new note, there should be a camera button, which isn't showing up now. There we go. Okay, you see the camera button?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Click on that, and it has the scan documents option.
Oh, okay.
Cool, right?
Pretty fancy. Okay,
and
cool.
then if you go to the Canvas app, wherever that is.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, play the lottery, everybody. It's at like 750 million. Let me see. I go to my Canvas app. And sometimes this app takes forever to load. But let me go here. I'll go to the class. I think I'll go to assignments, or is there student view? Let me see. Student view, there we go. All right, so dismiss, I'll click on that, and then I'll go to assignments.
Can you bring me a couple more of these?
Then work shown, and then I'll go to submit assignment. And look, that button's in the way down there, but look at the bottom right button. It says scan. Where it says TS, there's a scan button right behind it.
So once we scan it, we're able to submit it.
There you go. Yep. And then all you have to do
It'll
is do that.
do it in
And
the correct format and everything, correct? Like,
yeah, it'll put it in the right format. So that's it.
okay, cool.
There you go, guys. That's how you do it on your iPhone. And I guess you can do it on your, I guess you can do it on your Android if you have the Canvas apps as well. But there you go. The more you know, right? Let me see. Did that cover everything about our Canvas page? I think so, guys. Okay. I will leave the floor open for questions. And also, again, today we have review topics. So if you haven't looked over it, you can go to our Canvas page and download the review, or I'm going to post it in our chat for you to download. So let me do that again. Corec review, where are you? There you go. So we have a lot of time left. We have 30 minutes left. So go ahead and download that PDF. Look over any of those questions. Try to work them the best. And if you have any questions over any of the problems, let me know. I can go over it with you. Other than that, I'll answer any questions. And other than that, if you feel you are good to go, then I will see you on Thursday. So let me know.
We don't necessarily have anything specific to work on as of right now, correct? You said we're going to go over that review.
Well, today's review, but I'm not going to actually lecture it because these are topics you guys should know. That's why I want you to look at it and ask me any questions over it. So on Thursday, when we come back, I will lecture over 1.1, the new stuff.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much, sir.
Yes, sir. There is review homework already out there in Mymathlab. So you can get started on that as well. So everything's there for you. So yeah, review material, that is available on Mymathlab. So you can even get started on that right now. But I will be here for you, whatever you have.
But if we don't have any questions and we've already done the review, can we leave? Because my work's calling me.
For sure. You can definitely head out.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. You may have answered this. I have one more question that I'm going to
go ahead.
Go around
no, keep asking.
So is there going to be like a specific day during the week that like maybe our assignments will be due on?
So remember, since today is like review day, like a review, or any assignment, you have 7 days. You have a week to finish the homework. Any assignment.
Okay, that's
so
for every.
For every time. So today is review homework. So this homework will be due next Tuesday. And then on Thursday, we'll cover 1.1, and that homework will be due next Thursday. So you have a week for most of them.
Okay. I caught that, but I wasn't sure if I caught that. Okay, great. That's awesome.
Yeah,
okay.
Sure.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate all your help in answering my questions.
You're welcome.
And not to repeat myself, for the review topics, since I don't really have a visual in front of me right now, it's the one that we were talking about earlier, correct? The one that you showed us that there was a link below, the review topic worksheet.
Yes, the one I just posted in chat, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
if you're not seeing it in chat, then definitely go to the modules and go to the first module, the review topics, and you're gonna get it right here. Correct 1324 review day 1.
All right. And then are we scanning that and sending that to you once we finish?
You're not gonna
it?
send me. Do not send me the notes. You're gonna send me the MyMathLab homework. Because remember, after you review the notes, you're gonna go into my MyMathLab, start the homework, and then whatever. So like I do question 1 here, right? Everything you do on here, you're gonna write on your paper, your own piece of paper, and once you save it, you're gonna go next. Where is it? You're gonna go next, and you'll upload your work there.
Okay, so we're writing it on a separate piece of paper.
Exactly. Whatever you'll answer in my MyMathLab, and you'll write on a separate piece of paper. Everything that you're doing.
Thank you so much. Okay, thank you for that confirmation. I appreciate that.
You're good. You're
good. We have a week, correct? You said?
You have a week to finish this homework. Yes.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome. Chat. Okay, you got it, Amanda.
So
okay,
just to clarify, I already finished the MyMathLab, but this worksheet, the one you just sent us, we're not turning this in?
No, you're not. Those are just notes. Those are for you guys to reference. The only work you will send me is the work you do on my MyMathLab. Got it?
Yeah, I'll upload that right now. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, sir.
I'll see you Thursday.
Sounds good. All right. What else?
Wait, just to clarify, there's like no video for the review or anything?
Yeah, exactly. There's no video for the review because I just leave it open. I have you guys look at it and ask questions about it. So
okay.
If you haven't looked over it, definitely look over it. I mean, you can stay in here. Like I said, we have still almost about 30 minutes. So I'm here to answer any questions you have on it.
Because I was looking at it and I don't remember anything. So
all good. Well, we can start slow if you want.
okay.
So pick a number and we can go over it.
I'm gonna go print it out real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay, cool.
I was finally able to get the access code to work. I just had to use a new email address.
Okay, perfect.
Because I had taken this class last semester or 2 semesters ago, and I ended up having to drop it. So
boo.
I had to use a new class or a new email.
Gotcha. Okay, well, I'm glad it worked out.
And you said for the review material, we still are showing and submitting our work, correct?
Exactly.
Okay.
So for every homework assignment and exam, let's say as you're working it on my MyMathLab, you should be writing it down on a piece of paper as well. And then uploading that shown work that you have on your paper.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay, cool. All right. So many text messages. Why? Find a problem yet?
Oh, I was in the wrong math tab. That makes sense.
Gotcha. Oh, you're on the OneNote or what?
Yeah. My other computer that's a printer was, I honestly do not remember my login for ACES or anything. So I'm going to write on a piece of paper on my notebook.
Gotcha.
Okay. Like I remember like 1 through 10. It's just
Okay.
like 11 and then like pretty much the rest of it I don't remember at all.
Ooh, fractions.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we can talk about number 11 then. Let's do it. Okay. All right. Number 11 says to convert the improper fraction to a mixed number. So let's redo it over here. So you have 43 over 7. So if you're going to convert from improper to a mixed number, and remember that improper means that the numerator is much bigger than the denominator, right? Or just bigger than the denominator. So in order to do that, you have to do it by old school long division. Because basically what this fraction is saying is it's 43 divided by 7. Or 7 into 43. And now we got to know our multiplication tables and what number times 7 gets us the closest to 43.
It's 42. Oh, that's
Good.
long, sorry.
You good. So that would mean we multiply by what?
What's it called?
6, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now we know that 7 times 6, which you just said is 42. So you put that number under 43, and we know that it's understood that you subtract the two numbers. So 43 minus 42 would give us a remainder of
1.
Good. So now the way we rewrite this as a mixed number is that you will always start with the number above the division symbol, which this is called the quotient. So 6 is called our quotient. So we start with 6, and then next for the fraction part, so 6 is our whole number, it's our quotient. We go with our remainder, So you'll have 6 and 1 over, and 7 is our divisor. So it becomes 6 and 1/7. And that is how you go from improper to mixed. Any questions on that? Been a while, right?
Yeah. Like I'm a freshman this year, and like I've not done math since my senior year, obviously. But it's been a while.
Okay, well, I mean, the best way to learn is to ask questions, right?
Yeah.
So, and again, if you wanted to check your work, you can always reverse the process. So you would say, what is 6 times 7?
42.
42. And then what is 42 plus 1?
43.
And you would put 43 over that original denominator of 7.
Oh, sick.
And you get back our original problem.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, I'll leave that there. And let's look at the one in the denominator, or not denominator, the one below it. Okay. So this says convert the mixed number to an improper fraction. So basically, we just did that on the one above by checking our work, right? But this one's a little tricky because of the negative sign out front. Okay, so -4 and 7/11. So I'll do that over here. -4 and 7/11. Okay, so before we do that trick that we just did above, up there, for the 6 and 1/7 to check our work, before we do this trick, we have to just move the negative out to the side. So another way to rewrite this is you just take the negative, put it on the outside, and put a parentheses of 4 and 7/11. And now we get to do the trick that we just did above. We say, what is 4 times 11?
44.
44. And then what is 44 plus
51.
7? 51. Good. So this will give you, oh yeah, the negative still on the outside. So then you'll get 51 over, what's the original denominator?
11.
11. So you put 51 over the original denominator of 11 and just put that negative back in, and you get -51 over 11. That's it. Or if you don't like all that trick stuff, right, then we'll have to start from this step. So right where you separate the negative, another way to rewrite 4 and 7/11 is as 4 plus 7/11. And if you want to combine this 4 with this fraction, you have to make 4 into a fraction, which means you put 4 over 1. And what's my common denominator between 1 and 11?
1. Or, no. 11.
How can I change 1 into an 11?
You multiply it by 11.
That's it, right? So we would multiply that by 11, over 11, right? So here you would have negative, I'll put the parentheses here, and we're going to multiply by 11 over 11 times 4 over 1 plus 7 over 11. And the negative stays out front. And now, what is 11 times 4?
44.
44 over, what's 11 times 1?
11.
11. Plus 7 over 11. And now, can you add these two fractions?
Yes.
Because they have the same denominator, right?
Yeah.
So what's 44 over 11 plus 7 over 11?
51 over 11.
There you go.
Oh. The first way was so much easier.
It's
than
so
what I
much
learned.
faster, but you do have to understand the trick because that's considered a trick, right? But you see how we get the same answer. As long as you understand how that trick works, then you're fine. But this is definitely the old school way and one of the best ways to understand how to work fractions. We got tricks for everything, but you have to understand how they work, right?
Yeah.
All right. What else?
Can I do shoot 13, please?
Sure. All right. 13, 60 over 54. I'll work that out here. And all this said was to reduce into the lowest terms. Okay. So we want to just break this fraction down into the lowest terms. So this means we have to find common multiples or common factors in each number. So 60 and 54, what's another way you can write 64 as a multiple of terms or factors? I mean, 60, there you go. What two numbers multiplied make 60, I guess we could say?
6 and 10.
So we'll choose 6 and 10.
And then 6 and 9 would be 54, right?
6 and 9, good. Which means now, since these are connected by multiplication, we can cancel some numbers out. So what two numbers look the same?
6.
6. So we can say gone, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we're left with 10 over 9. And could we reduce those more?
No.
We could try, but would it work? Because what two numbers make 10?
5 and 2.
And what two numbers make 9?
3 and 3.
You see any numbers in common?
Just the 2 on the bottom, but you kind of.
Well, when I say, is there a number, I guess when I say in common, is there a number in common in the numerator? And do we have a common number in the denominator?
No.
No. So nothing can cancel here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this means our number is just 10/9 then. What else? What else? Oh boy, more fractions.
Yeah, fractions always confuse me. I hate fractions so much. Can I do 15 and then 16 as well, please?
15 and 16? Okay, cool. Negative 8 over 21. Divide 16 over 49. Okay, this just says multiply, divide, and simplify. Okay, cool. Negative 8 over 21. Divide 16 over 49. Okay, so before we begin, we know that we can never divide fractions when it's in this form. So whenever there's multiplication, we must always do what to that symbol?
The opposite.
Good. So this means that we will flip this fraction, which means that you'll get negative 8 over 21. And when you flip that fraction, division turns into what?
Multiplication.
There you go. So you'll get 49 over 16. So we flip and change the sign.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and now we can multiply, but we don't want to multiply just yet. So remember, when you multiply fractions, you multiply straight across. Well, do you really want to do 8 times 49 and 21 times 16?
No.
No. So what we can do here is something called cross cancel. So we can look at 8 and we can look at 16. What is the smallest or biggest number they have in common?
8.
8. So if we say we take an 8 from 8, or we divide an 8 from 8, what is 8 divided by 8?
1.
1.
Or 0.
1,
Yeah, 1.
right? And then what is 16 divided by 8?
8.
Well, 16 divided by 8.
Oh, 2. Sorry.
2. Good. So that becomes a 1 and a 2. Because all we did was divide an 8 out.
Mm-hmm.
And then we look at 21 and 49. What's the biggest number those have in common?
7.
7. Good. So if I divide a 7 from 21, what does that become?
3.
3. If I divide a 7 from 49, what does that become?
That'd be 7.
7. Good. All right. And now to be nice and neat, I'm going to rewrite what we have. We have negative 1 over 3 times 7 over 2. And now, does that look a lot nicer to multiply?
Yeah.
So we multiply straight across. So what is my answer going to be?
Negative 7.
Over?
6.
That's it. And then 16. Ooh. 1 and 4 over 11 times 3 and 3/10. Okay. All right. So we want to multiply these fractions, but we can't do it yet because they are mixed numbers. So this means we can use that trick that we learned from earlier to change these mixed numbers into improper fractions. And that trick was, you take 1, and what's 1 times 11?
Well, 11.
And then what's 11 plus 4?
15.
So we're going to get 15 over, what's the original denominator?
11.
11. Good. Times, and we're going to do the same thing here for 3 and 3/10. What is 3 times 10?
30, and then that'd be 33 over 10.
There you go. Good. 33 over 10. And now we're kind of in the same situation as the last problem. We can multiply these ugly numbers, or we can cross cancel, which means let's look at 15 and 10. What is the biggest number they have in common?
5.
So if I take a 5, if I divide a 5 from 15, what would that become?
3.
3. If I divide a 5 from 10, what would that become?
2.
2. Good. And then look at 11 and 33. What's the biggest number they have in common?
11.
11. So divide 11 from 11, we will get
1.
1. 11 from 33, we will get
11. Oh, wait.
11 from 33. Or what's 33 divided by 11?
Oh, sorry, 3. I'm sorry.
There you go. You're good. Okay. Now let's rewrite what we have. 3 over 1 times 3 over 2. And now you can multiply straight across. And what are we going to get?
9 over 2.
That's it. Not too crazy, right?
No, makes more sense now.
All right, we got time for one more 4 classes over.
Okay. I'll just do 19.
19? Okay. Cool. Okay, 5 and 5/8 minus 3 and 7/8. Okay, so now we want to subtract the mixed numbers, right? And in order to subtract the mixed numbers, the fractions have to have the same denominator. Well, in this case, it looks good, but we're going to run into an issue.
With
So,
yeah.
Go ahead.
With like
What
the
do
5 and the 3.
Well, there's no issue with those because
Okay.
what's 5 minus 3?
2.
That'll give us 2. But then we have an issue here. What's 5/8 minus 7/8?
Oh.
Right? 5 minus 7 gives me what?
-5.
Negative
2.
2 over 8. And this can't happen because of that negative. So we have to figure another way around it. So we can't do that. Let me go forward. So that's a no-no. So another way around it is to convert these fractions into actual improper, these mixed numbers into improper fractions. This is one way around it. So let me get rid of that. And we are going to use our trick again. What is 5 times 8?
40.
40. And what's 40 plus 5?
45.
So you get 45 over 8 minus, and we do the trick again. What's 3 times 8?
24.
And what's 24 plus 7?
31.
31 over 8. Perfect. Now, we can subtract these two fractions. And what is 45 over 8 minus 31 over 8? So basically, what is just 45 minus 31?
14 over 8.
Good. 14 over 8. And now, can we actually reduce that? Do these have a number in common? What is it?
8. So then it would be 2 over 1. Or it could just be 2.
Well, not 8. Can 8 go into 14?
Oh, wait. I was thinking of a different number. 2.
Good. So if we took a 2 out, or basically we can rewrite it. What two numbers make 14?
7 and 2.
7 and 2. What two numbers make 8?
4 and 2.
4 and 2. Which means here my 2's will
cancel out.
Cancel. And we are left with 7 over 4. But I think, does it want us to rewrite it as a mixed number? It's just simple terms. We can leave it like that, but it's always good practice to write it as a mixed number. And the reason we can write this as a mixed number is because it's improper. The numerator is bigger than the denominator. So what we learned from the day is that if we want to rewrite it as a mixed number, you'll take 4 and divide it into 7. And how many times does 4 go into 7?
Only once.
Once. That 4 goes there. 7 minus 4 is 3. And now you have your quotient, remainder, divisor. So what is my mixed number? We always start with which number?
It would be 1.
And what else?
And then it would be 3 over 4.
That's it. There's your mixed number. Not bad.
Thank you so much.
For sure. Okay, that'll do it for class today. I will see you guys on Thursday, but if you have any more questions over the review, do not be afraid to email me, come to office hours, or even ask more questions during class tomorrow when we start. Sound good?
Mm-hmm. Thank
All
you.
right, then, for sure. I'll see you guys on Thursday.